Hi friends, my name's Maddie and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For today's video, I am going to go over what is in my clinicals bag for nursing school. I am in my third semester, so I've done quite a few clinicals by now. I've been in 3 different hospitals, couple of different units, and I have loved every single minute of it. So I just wanted to share what was in my bag and the things that I think I find necessary to bring to the hospital with me. Okay, so first thing first, I use a, I don't even know what this is called. This is a LL Bean boat tote, and then it does have a zipper on it, so I can zip it up. Ooh, I pop myself in the face with the handle. So it can be zipped up. This is a medium with long straps. I absolutely love this bag. It is fantastic. It's got my initials on it, which is super cute, and it's big, so you can't go wrong. It's great to throw around, especially because I leave my bag on the floor like 9 times out of 10. So it's easy to throw in the wash and make it nice and clean again. But I absolutely love this thing. It is so worth it. It's very big, very roomy. I feel like I could fit 10 million things in it, and plus my laptop and my iPad when I need to. And there's still so much room in this, so it's great. The handles are long, so it's a good size. You can keep it nice to your side. I highly recommend this bag. I'm obsessed with it. I'm going to go over the things that aren't really in my clinical bag, but I do have them on me at all times, and I do think they're really important for me to have. The first thing is my Hoka, my very dirty Hokas. Oh my gosh, you see how bad these are? We have to wear white shoes for clinicals, and it's just part of our uniform or whatever. These are the Hoka Clifton 9s. I absolutely love them. They took me probably like maybe a week to get used to because they are pretty steep, but they're not huge. Like, I'm not someone who wears super clunky shoes. I hate them. So I tried on like I think they're the Bondis maybe, and I loathed them because they're just so massive. I grew up cheering and dancing my whole life. So having a really heavy shoe wasn't something I wanted. Now I do also have the On Clouds. I don't know what kind they are, but they're a lot more lighter. I wear them to work out, but I knew I was not going to be able to stand in them for 12 hours, so I got something that had a little bit more support, and these have been fantastic. The next thing that I always have on me is my fake ring. It's just a simple black fake ring. I am married. I don't like to wear my rings to the hospital or when I'm in sim lab or whatever the case may be. Wearing gloves and stuff, you rip them off and they get lost in your gloves. I'm also like in this weird, like, sometimes I wear a small glove, sometimes I wear a medium glove, but if I wear a small glove, it's pretty tight on my hands, and my rings can rip the glove, so I try not to wear my rings super often when I'm working or whatever. So I wear this on my ring finger when I have clinicals. Yeah, so for me, this is necessary. Not everyone else is going to need this, but I like to wear rings, so. The next thing that I think is super duper important for me to have is a undershirt, I don't know. I just throw these on my scrubs. I have a black one and a white one as well that I wear all the time. The hospitals get pretty cold. We're not really allowed to wear jackets, I don't think. Like, we can't cover up like our name or our school and all that. So we wear underscrubs, and I think these are pretty nice. I could try to find a link to them on Amazon. But they're super soft, super comfortable. I've washed them like a million times now, and they're still really great. It's been like a year now, I think. And I think I don't get super hot in these, which is really great, but I don't freeze to death when I'm in the hospital. So it's a good balance just to have a simple undershirt. The next thing I have is my Japanese little lunchbox. Do I look like a 5-year-old carrying this? Yes. Do I love it so much and I will never part with it? Also yes. So it's just a little cinnamon roll. Oh, we love it. It's so cute and tiny. Basically in here I just have utensils, and that's all I have right now because I'm not going to school today. So but yeah, I pack my lunch in here. I throw an ice bag and ice pack in here, and I'm good to go for the day. It's a lunchbox. there's not much to say about it. Now, the other thing that I always have on me, especially when I'm going to clinicals, I have a really, really long day at school, is liquid IVs. These are the sugar-free kind. I got these from Costco for like 20 bucks. They were on sale. These are great. I love both of these flavors, but I will say the golden cherry is my favorite flavor ever, but I don't think they make a sugar-free version of it, and sadly. But I tend to get really bad headaches. I don't know if it's just the lighting or the hospital air or whatever, but I, about halfway through my shift, I will get like a raging headache. So I have one of these. I generally don't have one if I drink one of these. So I make sure just to have one packed with me at all times. Okay, now on to what's actually in my, well, this is still not really always in my bag. I have my badge reel, which is, you need to have your badge reel and your ID on you. It says, even baddies get saddies, and it's so super duper cute. And then I chronically lose my lip gloss. I don't go anywhere without my lip gloss. I will, no matter what I'm doing, I'm putting lip gloss on. But I would always lose it. I've got like 50 pockets in my scrubs. It always ends up in a different pocket. It ends up in my lunchbox and ends up in the back of my bag, and I didn't even realize it. So I have a fancy dancy little detachable lipstick carrier, and so I can just whoop, and we're good to go. So I love this little attachment. It's from Morphe. I bought the lip gloss itself from Ulta, and then it came with a free gift after I complained to my friends they kept losing my lipstick. So it's great. Love it, can't go wrong. And then I always throw my sunglasses in my bag. Just because I will walk out and it's dark out, and then I always forget my sunglasses at home, so I always make sure I throw them in my bag the night before, just to make sure I have these bad boys when I walk out, because it's summertime and now it's 8:30 and it's still daylight out. So that's super duper important to me. The next thing that I always have on me, and I go back and forth about whether I love this, because I feel like I shouldn't have this and there are better options. It is my Stanley water bottle. I wish I had an Awala, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like that my straw's just out. Obviously, I don't have it anywhere near the patients or anything, but I still don't exactly love it. I think you should have like a straw that's entirely covered like an Awala. But do I love this in general? Yes. For the hospital, probably gonna get a different one after I graduate. Okay, now we're doing what's actually in my bag, because my water bottle I just kind of carry with me, or I throw it wherever I need to. First thing that's actually in my bag is a fancy dancy little trifold clipboard that mine's broken. Do you see? She's bent. I slammed my iPad and my laptop down on it, and it entirely, see that? Bent right there in the corner, so it's fine. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And then I also carry a little notepad around just so I can jot things down if I need to. Generally I have like printer paper with me, but I do like carrying this around. Just, it's nice to have just in case. Nice to write down vitals and things of that nature. And then the next thing I have is a white coat that we have to wear. It's just a simple, like, hip length white coat that we all have to wear when we walk into the hospital and when we leave the unit, go to lunch, and then when we leave the hospital. We have to wear these, so I make sure I always have mine on me. I would hate wearing this when it's cold, so that's why I always bring my underscrubs with me. So yeah, this is pretty, not every school has these. Some schools have like bigger jackets that their students can wear. Ours just has a white coat, so it is what it is, but yeah. And then the next thing I have a basic paper folder. Should I have a plastic one? Yes, absolutely. But this gets the job done. I don't really use it. I like to have it just in case I need to put papers in here, but I very rarely do that. So I don't know, it's okay. Just you probably don't need this in your bag. I probably don't need this in my bag, but it's okay. And then I also have a bigger notebook, so I can write notes down and stuff if I need to. Sometimes I throw notes from school in here, so if I want to study but I can't be on my phone or my iPad or whatever, I will just use this to study. Or I'll do brain dumps or whatever I need to. if we have some downtime, but this is nice to have. It's a good size. And then next I have a really basic cheap stethoscope that I got off of Amazon. I think this was like 30 bucks. This is the Greater Goods, I guess, brand. You definitely don't need a fancy dancy stethoscope. I wasn't sure when I went into nursing school what kind of stethoscope I needed, so I just got this one. Will I probably go buy a Littman after I graduate? Yes, just so I have something nicer, but I don't mind having a little cheap one to get me through school. And then I have a pack of gum on me all the time. Because I drink coffee. I don't want to be running around with coffee breath. After lunch, I'll eat one just to, you know, not have awful breath all day and torture my poor nurse who has to take me on. So yeah, pretty basic. So the next thing I have is a bag with all of my other stuff that I use to get dressed. So I have, well, I have ibuprofen. What's wrong with this ibuprofen? So yeah, ibuprofen, again, just because sometimes I do get a whopping headache, so I have these just in case. My liquid IV's not working. And then I have Post-it notes that are super duper wrinkled and crumpled. Trash. I've never used these Post-it notes, but I guess I just like to carry them on me. I have a pair of shears. It's a good thing to always have shears on you, just in case. Again, these are cheap. These are just off Amazon. Love them. Can't go wrong. How many lip glosses are you betting I have in here? Oh, how much stuff do I have? Lord have mercy. Pens and pencils, 2 highlighters, eraser marker. Normally I just carry 1 pen, 1 highlighter, 1 pencil, and I'm usually pretty okay. Sometimes I do carry an expo marker on me. I don't always need an expo marker. It's been very rare that I need one. So I have it like just in case. I allegedly have 3 different lip glosses on top of the lip gloss with my, on my badge reel. Oh, I'm kidding. I have 4 lip glosses in my badge reel. I have a very tiny loose hair tie. What is this? Peach hand cream that I got from Japan. And then I have a pen light. I also carry this on me at all times with my shears and my pencil marker. You're doing neuro checks like every so often. I've been mostly on neuro floors, so it's nice to have these. This one's cool. It has like a little measure on it and then like sizes for pupil sizes. Again, all of this stuff is off Amazon. The very last thing I keep on me that I very rarely use ever is a battery pack. I don't think I've ever used this, but I do like to have one on me just in case. I do think they're super duper useful, especially because it's always when you don't expect it, you never have like a charger on you. I never have a charger on me, so I have this little bad boy to get me through my shift if I need to. It's an honor box. It's like 45 bucks. It's worth it. I love it. It'll get me like through 2 or 3 chargers. I haven't recharged this thing in probably 3 months and it's still good to go, so. And then I do just grab my charger from my car. And then another important thing that I think is super important to have is compression socks. I always wear my compression socks to my clinicals. They look ridiculous on me, especially if I'm wearing joggers. I don't care though. I don't want varicose veins. You stand a lot. It's a lot more standing than walking. So it is super duper important to have a good pair of compression socks. I got like a white pair 3-pack. Off Amazon for like maybe 20 bucks. So they're definitely worth it. They're great quality. I haven't had any issues with them. I wear them once, twice a week. So I can't go wrong with them. And then the very, very last thing, I don't always carry this on me, but I try to, and then I never do it because I'm a yapper. I bring my Kindle with me so I can read during lunch maybe, but instead I just gossip with my friends for an hour. Which is great. I love it. You need the time to decompress with your friends. But sometimes I do want to read and then I never get the chance to. I've been really, really bad about reading. Everyone, I'm sure, is very, very aware of that. But I do love just bringing my Kindle with me just in case I end up having a moment or two to get some reading done. If I'm, you know, my nurse is on a break. We do get a couple breaks throughout the day plus a lunch. So it's not too bad. But do I ever use it? No. Do I still carry it with me? yeah, all the time. And that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Please feel free to let me know what other clinical essentials you think you need to bring with you, and maybe I'll add it to my bag. I apparently carry a lot of things that I'm like, oh yeah, I need this, and then I never use them. But it's rather to be prepared than unprepared, I suppose. So I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.